Good afternoon, fellow Mondo hunters. So today we are going to be doing Texas rig versus shaky head. All right. So we've got the exact same two worms, SlimShake by GooganBaits. It's two different colors, but these are ones that I've already kind of used a little bit, so I'm using two separate colors for the GooganBaits. We've got all natural, and this other one is black with blue flake. So this is the package they come in. You know, you got the shell. The bait itself specifically really doesn't matter that much today, with the exception of the fact that this bait doesn't have a ton of action in it itself. I mean, it does a little bit, but it's not like the 10-inch Mondo worm that has that big ribbon tail that has a ton of action with it. So what we're really doing today is seeing how the specific rig works. I personally have only ever used the Texas rig. I really like the Texas rig. I like how it works. I like the fact that this weight hits and then it comes down on a slower of a descend. This one is more set up as like a Ned rig, because the weight's at the end, so when it comes down, it hits and then it sits. Hold on. It sits, and then a lot of times the tail will float. I don't know how well the GooganBaits float. I don't think they float as well because they have salt in it, so it causes them to sink a little bit more. But we're gonna see how the action is between the two today. I know you kind of fish them a little bit differently. I do know that, but we're gonna put a video camera in the pool and we're gonna check it out. If you want to see what the hooks look like, so on one of the rigs I have a 5/0 hook, which is on the Texas rig, and then this other one I have, or for the not Ned rig, for the shaky head, I have a 4/0 hook with, what size were these? I think they were 1/8 ounce. And this is what the actual hook looks like for the shaky head. So it's got this, it's the screw type on the front, if you can see that. I'm on focus, there you go. So you've got the screw type on there for it. Maybe, there you go. But you can see the screw in there, it's right there. There you go, now it focused. So you got that got this screw type, and it basically lays flat just like the 5/0 offset hooks that I got here. So I've got these 5/0 offset hooks. I don't remember the name brand at the moment. I bought two different brands. I actually prefer this one a little bit better over the other one. They were actually a little bit more expensive. And then also I've got my 1/8 ounce weight on the front for the Texas rig, with the same exact 5/0 hook set in there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and check it out in the pool. Put that back. So I will see you in the pool. All right, I am back, fellow Mondo hunters. So now we are gonna do the pool test, like I said we were gonna do earlier. So now remember, these are the GooganBaits SlimShake on a shaky head and a Texas rig. So we're gonna see what the action is like between the two. Which one maybe you think is better, or maybe just by looking at it you would think that the fish would like more. So I've kind of wanted to see what the shaky head looks like. I've seen some videos on the Texas rig, and that one was pretty good. You get a lot of action out of it. You get more of a slow descend. On the shaky head, you get more of a fast descend and it hits, and then you take it and you jig it a little bit on the bottom. So we'll see how it works out. All right, so here we go. So I'll show you right now. Got the Texas rig with an 1/8 ounce. And my pool's pretty clear, so I should be able to see it. Looks pretty good. Go ahead and get this another throw. Try and bring it right in front of the camera for y'all. See it a little bit better. I think it's this plastic insert. I don't think I'm going to buy these weights anymore. They're tungsten, but they got this plastic insert. I don't like it. Keeps it from sliding down fast. Might have to spin a little bit more and get better ones. I'll go for a third shot on this. It's actually hitting my screen. Yeah, the GooganBaits don't really float. You got to do more of a Texas with these. There you go. Pop them. Pop them. And then we'll do one quick retrieve. Give it a little twitch on the retrieve, not hit the bottom. There's some pretty good action on the tail. They're pretty soft baits, so I mean, regardless. But the weight doesn't really slide down the head like I would like it to. I think I'm gonna have to get different weights or take those plastic inserts out. I think those plastic inserts on there, they're supposed to keep it from fraying the line, but it's not allowing it to slide down. So note to self, see, it doesn't slide down it. It also might be because I'm using fluoro. I don't know. I haven't really used braid yet, so I've only been back for a bit. Give it the shake. Alright, switch over to Ned rig, or not Ned rig, Shaky head. It's kind of a Ned rig idea, but it's not, so switch it over. Alright, so now I've got the Shaky head, so we're gonna see this together, see how the action is on it. Kind of checking it out. There's a couple of ways you can work this thing. And there you go. So now if you've got a bait that floats a little bit more, this one works a little bit better because the butt stays up. The butt actually will stay straight up and down, which I'm sure you can see on the video right now. This isn't staying straight up, but you take it, what you're trying to do is you're just trying to pop it a little bit. Pop it across the bottom, finesse it. Get that cast. Bring it inside a little bit more. Alright. Now you're just trying to pop it across the bottom. Pop, 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 pop. Give it that little pop, pop, pop. Give it a second to sit. Pop, pop. Let that tail hang up. It looks like I'm getting a little bit more action out of this on this specific bait. gonna bring it all the way to the end right there. Ooh, it's got that slow descent. Let's give it that pop, 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 pop. Reel in, pop, 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 pop. Just a little finesse. You may not be able to see that end part. Get a little cast out. This is kind of the way I work. I kind of work the Texas rig too. I kind of just pop it off, give it a little reel, let it sit for a second, pop. And they actually make some other baits too. I'll link the name of them in the description below. I don't remember the name of them at the time right now. But I was looking at them online, and the tail actually floats, and they go great with a shaky head, because the tail stays up, and then you just take the nose and then you just pop it a little bit, and that tail just whips around all over the place. I mean, you still get good action because these are really soft baits. The only problem with really soft baits is they don't have the longevity that you would have out of a little bit different of a little bit stiffer of a plastic. The stiffer plastics definitely last longer. So yeah, I can see it from here. It gives some pretty good action. Bring it up. I almost like the first time I've ever used it, but I'm almost thinking and feeling the Ned rig's a little bit better. But it also depends on your application, depends on what you want to do, you know? I can't say 100% one or the other. I've never caught a fish on this before. I've caught it on a Texas rig. Promise you that. And we'll do a slow retrieve with this as well. It's probably going to be the same, pretty much the same. It's got a pretty good slow descent, and I like the shaky head as it's going down. It's displacing that water. So slow retrieve. Kind of pop it as you're retrieving it. Ooh, that's nice. I really like that. Ooh. Shifted on there. Not sure exactly what happened. I think it just slid up. But yeah, these things are packed with salt. Packed with salt. I can see them come, or the salt coming out when I pull the bait out, or when I pull the hook out of the bait. So we're gonna do the slow retrieve. We'll pop it. Get a lot of action out of that. I really like that. Give it the hard pop. Don't let it touch. It's nice. One more. Coming straight at you, giving it the pop retrieve. A little slow retrieve. All right. So, that is it for the Ned rig, or the, I keep wanting to say Ned rig because it looks similar, but that is it for the Texas rig versus the shaky head. I don't know. I think I like the shaky head quite a bit now. I might actually have to start using or trying out the shaky head, see how it works for me. I've caught a lot of fish on the Texas rig. I just haven't tried out the shaky head yet in an actual application, so I'm gonna have to. A lot of times I end up using, around here up in North Florida, you've got the Zoom lizards, which all of them are really good. I have caught on the cotton candy purple with the chartreuse tail, and then there is also the watermelon seed with chartreuse, which is really good as well, which is what I caught 3 fish on my last video. So I've got but I've also caught fish on these as well with the black with the blue flake, and then blue with the black flake, and then the all natural. There's GooganBaits are great. Up here I've had a little bit more luck though with the lizards. So, but yeah, that's it. Let me know down in the comment section below how you feel and what you guys use. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Oh yeah, one more thing. Keep hunting for those mondos.